Dr. Nada Daif is a mother of 2 young children. Last week, she was given a 15-year jail term. After a successful appeal, she now faces a retrial in a civilian court, along with the 19 other doctors.
My charges were occupying a public building, which is the main hospital in Bahrain, Bhreiniya Medical Center, using force and weapons. The other serious one was inciting of overthrow of the regime in Bahrain. My only crime, sir, is that I did my job. I obeyed to the oath. I helped people. 99% of the medics, 99% were all Shia. So I think we are being targeted based on our sect.
Dr. Daif helped set up a medical tent at Pearl Square in central Bahrain, the focal point of the anti-government protests in February and March. Human rights groups estimate more than 30 people died and hundreds were injured as security forces cracked down on the protesters. The Bahrain government said the protesters were occupying the site illegally and accused them of plotting to overthrow the Sunni Al Khalifa monarchy. Dr. Daif says she was not arrested until after foreign troops arrived from Saudi Arabia in March to aid the Bahraini government.
They swarmed into my house. I didn't know who those people were. They were wearing civilian clothes, fully armed with weapons and guns. They were all masked. And I was pulled out of my bedroom and I was thrown in a civilian car.
Daif says she was forced to sign a confession.
I signed many, many papers in many occasions. And they would beat me and kick me and spit on me. Threatened me with rape.
Sa'id Boumadouha of the London-based human rights group Amnesty International followed the military trial closely.
It is a military court. The president of the court is a military officer. The prosecution is a military prosecution. The place or the building belongs to the military judiciary, which is part of the Ministry of Defense or the BDF, Bahrain Defense Force. Trials before these courts have been grossly unfair.
Dr. Daif has been released while she awaits the retrial. Boumadouha says the anti-government protesters have been driven out of central Manama, but there are still clashes with security forces in the surrounding villages. These shots were taken in late September as demonstrators tried to march on the capital.
The protests of March and February have really divided and polarized the society between Sunni and Shia, which is quite dangerous actually.
Human rights groups are urging the US government to delay a proposed $53 million arms sale to Bahrain, home of the US Fifth Fleet, until Bahrain takes meaningful steps to address human rights violations. Henry Ridgwell for VOA News, London.